Going back to Pete Hegseth's comment in the chat that our message should be that Biden was weak on Yemen, and that's what they're saying now, that we're doing what Biden refused to do. His strikes on Yemen were just pinpricks. We're now going hard. Well, that's the exact opposite of what Trump was saying on the campaign trail, where in talking about Biden and Yemen, he wasn't saying that Biden's not bombing enough. He's saying Biden shouldn't be bombing at all. That was Donald Trump's specific critique of Joe Biden. This is what he said just in May of last year.
I look at your policies, I see secure the borders, bring jobs back. I look at the Democrats and many Republicans, and it's foreign war and foreign expansion.
That's right.
What is that?
I think it's just a failed mentality. It's crazy. You can solve problems over a telephone. Instead, they start dropping bombs. I see recently they're dropping bombs all over Yemen. You don't have to do that. You can talk in such a way where they respect you and they listen to you.
So now Trump is saying, oh, Biden was weak. He didn't bomb Yemen enough. On the campaign trail, he was saying that Biden shouldn't bomb Yemen at all. Yeah. So this is just another case where Trump talks like he's anti-war, and he helps win on that basis because people are tired of these foreign conflicts and bombing other countries on Israel's behalf. He gets in office, does a complete U-turn, and no outrage at all from his base. Everyone just goes along with it. And this somehow meets the definition of America first, which is bombing a foreign country on Israel's behalf.
Yeah, I mean, I made the point last night watching the reactions on Twitter come into the strikes on Sana'a that the only enthusiastic reactions I was seeing were from Zionist Hasbara accounts. They were really excited, but there was no reaction from MAGA influencers, those who are even like paid to support Donald Trump and convey Trump's message. I think they understand that they may not even know this war is happening, but they clearly understand it's not a war defending American interests. And everything Trump is doing has demonstrated that the tail of Israel is wagging his dog. He's promised his base that there would be no new wars, or his selling point during his campaign of voting for Trump is that he didn't start any wars in his first term. Well, he's already come in, started one war, and as we'll discuss later, he is pushing for conflict with Iran, sending 1/3 of all B-2 stealth bombers to the Diego Garcia Air Base in the Indian Ocean in a show of force against Iran. Why?
And meanwhile, what is Israel doing today as we're broadcasting? They've just renewed bombing Beirut after a lull there for a while. Now they've just launched an attack in Beirut and bombed an apartment building, I believe, certainly killing civilians. And that could not be happening without Trump's permission.
And they bombed Latakia in Syria, the site of slaughter of Alawites by the new Al-Qaeda, rebranded Al-Qaeda government in Damascus. They bombed Latakia, I think, 3 days ago. Israel's bombed southern Lebanon intensely, causing casualties of civilians, killing people who are affiliated politically with the party Hezbollah, but who are not involved in any military activity. They're trying to bait Hezbollah back into a new conflict and tormenting the state of Lebanon, as the Trump administration is actually pushing for the state of Lebanon, to the extent a state exists, to normalize relations with Israel. It's all about Israel. It all comes back to Israel here. And it's like you're living in an alternative universe when you watch US corporate media and they're not telling you what the scandal is, what the horror is, just as they're just not reporting at all on the Gaza genocide.